So, you want to make your Google form, but you don't know how to do it. Here's how you do it. All right, you take yourself to Google and you bring yourself to what's called signed in as myself. I clicked on the Google Apps in the top right, and I'm going to click on the Drive app. It's going to bring me to drive.google.com. All right, alternately, you could just type this into your browser and it would bring you to the correct place. You're at Google Drive, you're going to click on New, and you're going to bring yourself down, make a Google form. It'll come through here, do a few things, and now you've pretty much got a form. All right, this is the back end of your form. This is where you edit and change and add your questions. And to see what your live form looks like, you click here, View Live Form, and this is what you've got so far. So you're going to go back and forth between these two screens, the front end, the live form, and the back end where you're typing in your questions. So you type a question in here, hopefully spelling everything correctly. Give a few choices. And then you hit done. And you can come over and look at this one, hit refresh over here, and you've got your first question. All right, looks like we want to give our form a title, so we'll click up here in the title. And then again, we'll come over here, hit refresh, and it should be there for us. And now you can just keep on making your form. You can click to add an item, and these are all your choices here that you can add. Feel free to click around, see what they look like. Paragraph text here, maybe you have a longer one. Main idea of the passage. This will leave a longer box for the students to enter in their form, or to enter in their answer. Okay, so now I've got two questions, multiple choice, and a longer one, short answer. So I've got my form now, I'm pretty much done. All right, these are some options up here at the top and at the bottom. All right, if you go through your Inwood Academy Mr. Maxim account, you get some more options here at the top. Get the option to automatically collect someone's username, require the students log in with their username, shuffle question order if you want to, only have students respond once. This is a good one to click, otherwise students will start spamming you with like 10 different submissions on the form. All right, if you want them to be able to edit the response after they do it, that's a good option to have on there. That's one you can play around with. And so this is how you make your form. Okay, once you've made your form and students have responded to your form, you'll be able to view your responses here. So you click on View Responses, and it'll bring you up a spreadsheet that looks like this, where you have the timestamp, you have the question, and you have the username. Now, nobody's responded to this form yet, but this is what a form looks like that a bunch of students have responded to. So I've got all the responses here. So you remember this question from the first video, what's found in Alaska? And I can see that Axel, who's the first one on my spreadsheet here, chose oil. All right, now, if I want to grade this thing automatically, how do I grade this sheet automatically without having to go through and check every kid's answers? That's done through an add-on. So after I've made my form, I have my live form, I've got my responses from my students, I want to grade it automatically. I click on add-ons, I come here and I get add-ons. All right, Flubaroo is the one you want, but if it's not showing up, you can search for it. This is a program that's written to run within a Google form. So you can click over here, yours will say something like get it. And so after you've got it, you've installed it, it'll show up here like this. It'll give you the option to grade your assignment. So after I've gotten Flubaroo, after I've installed it, it'll show up here. And I'm going to come, yours will say grade assignment. It'll work for a second. Yours won't say this, I've already graded mine. So I'm going to continue. All right, it'll pop up some choices for you here. You can say what's the point value you want for the question, whether you want to grade it or skip it. We'll just for now, for argument's sake, say we're going to grade all of them at 1 point. All right, what you need to see here is that you need to select an answer key. All right, so one submissions to your form needs to have all the correct answers. So for my form, that's me. I answered all the questions correctly, and that's going to be my answer key. So I need to select that. All right, now it's just going to go ahead, work its magic, and grade it, and pop out this spreadsheet here for you. Don't get discouraged if it says that it had a problem. I don't know why it says that, because it'll still pop up your grades here for you. Hopefully. And there they are. All right, saying, grades are a little different this time, and that's because I graded some of those short answer ones that shouldn't have been graded. But regardless, it grades it automatically. And that's how you do it. All right, so we went through making your form, viewing your live form, looking at the student responses, which look like that or like this, and then grading it automatically using Flubaroo, which pops out a little spreadsheet of grades that looks like this. So that's how you make a form and all that. Finally, here's another picture of me and Lisa. Hope you enjoyed my video.